Considering self-employment, welcome to a short video on overcoming your fears and doubts. Many people who consider self-employment have a number of fears, worries, concerns, anxieties and doubts about whether going self-employed is right for them. In this short video, we'd like to highlight just some of them and what you can do about it. So what are your fears? Perhaps you don't know what's all involved in becoming self-employed, or where to start in becoming self-employed. Perhaps you don't think you have the confidence to become self-employed, or have the experience to become self-employed. Perhaps you don't think you have the skills to become self-employed, or have the knowledge. So what are your doubts? Perhaps you haven't invented anything. Perhaps you don't have any brilliant original ideas. Perhaps you don't think that you have a product or service to sell. Perhaps you don't have a business plan yet. Or perhaps you can't afford, or you don't think you can afford to go self-employed. What are some of your anxieties? Do you think you could cope in not having a guaranteed monthly income? Perhaps you don't know how to find or generate leads. Perhaps you don't know how to sell, close or convert those leads into sales. Perhaps you don't know how to manage your finances in being self-employed. Or perhaps you're concerned about not getting the backup from family and friends. Perhaps you're worried about not being able to get the investment or the startup money that you'll need. Perhaps you think that your business might fail and that you might appear foolish to family and friends. Perhaps you don't think that your idea will become a viable business. Or perhaps you don't think that you'll be able to earn the salary or lifestyle you want. Perhaps you don't think you'll be able to show others that you really can achieve something with your life. Perhaps you don't feel confident in offering your skills, knowledge or talent for a fee. Perhaps several people have indicated a willingness to buy your idea but have not committed, and this has created some doubts in your mind. Perhaps now you don't actually totally believe in your business idea. Perhaps you think your monthly overheads are too high, or that you couldn't work from home. Perhaps you don't think people need what it is that you have to offer, or you might not be able to generate referrals from people who need your solution. Perhaps you don't think people will pay the fees that you want. And perhaps you don't think customers will recognize the value in what you're proposing to offer. Question is, would you consider self-employment if someone else took care of all the bookkeeping? Would you consider working for yourself if you knew that sales could come in every month? Would you consider going it alone if others were to pay you what you're really worth? If you're considering self-employment, then visit www.consideringselfemployment.com.